Hey, this is Brent with Vintage Statements, and today we've got these footboards that we're going to redo. So hit that subscribe button and let's get this project started. Alright, I think what we're going to do with this project is I think we're just going to make a cool like planter box out of it. So we've got the two footboards here from two different ones, and we made the headboards into benches on another project that we did, so check that out. So we'll create a space in between here, we'll build a box, and then we'll sand these down, we'll paint these, and then we'll maybe stain the box, give it a two-tone look, and then we'll have a cool little planter box that maybe somebody will like. Just a fun project. Maybe you have some footboards sitting around, you want to make something cool out of it, and this could be a great idea for those. So first thing, let's sand these down and figure out what we're doing here. Alright, let's get the sanding. DeWalt sander, 80 grit sandpaper. I've got a piece of old sandpaper here, so anything I can't get with the DeWalt, we'll go back and sand through. These are a little bit slick, so we want to make sure we get that slickness out this so the paint adheres really nicely. Nice scuff job on these. And then, well, we want to get rid of any of these imperfections, this chipping of paint, so it's all smooth again, and then we'll go from there. So, well, we got a few minutes of sanding ahead of us. Enjoy. We're back in the garage. We've sanded, we've wiped it down, vacuumed it off, and well, we're ready to start making these pieces come back to life. And before we start working on the woodwork part, I think we can just knock out some of this painting here. So we're going to paint this piece both sides 2 times with our Behr premium paint here. Its color is Blackout, finish is Eggshell. I have 2 young kids, so this is about the only time I can really start painting is after they go to sleep. So, well, we're going to get started on this. We'll start on the back sides, paint those, we'll let it dry, and then we'll flip them over, paint the other side, and, well, we'll do 2 coats of that. Got a nice brush here, and we'll get started. We put 2 layers of paint on, we've let it dry, now we're going to scuff it up. Now this is a step that you definitely could skip if you don't like that vintage look. You could bypass this step and go right to a sealer or a wax. But here, we're going to give it a little bit of a sand, give it a vintage look. So I've got some old 80 grit sandpaper here. We're gonna do both sides, just kind of go over it lightly, just give it some wear and tear on it, and then we'll start waxing this piece. Alright, we're done sanding them down, scuffing them up. We wiped them off, now we can start waxing. And today we're going to use Howard Citrus Shield Wax. I got an old sock here. We'll just wipe on, wipe off, and well, then we can start moving to the woodworking part and making this into that planter. So, let's get started. Okay, so we went to the hardware store. We got a piece of common board here. It's 1x6, so it was only needed 6 foot of it. So about a 6 foot piece. We cut it to length, which fits inside of the footboard legs. We got our side pieces, and then I created some cross bracing here, and that'll also help us screw in to the footboard there. When we're ready. So all we're really going to do is, everything's pretty much hidden. The only thing that's really going to be seen is the sideboards. The inside will probably be filled with dirt or something, depending on what somebody wants to use, but I'm thinking of it as a planter. So we don't really need to sand anything except maybe just these endpoints, make sure this top is good, and then everything else is going to be hidden. So pretty easy sand job here on this piece. We'll get to sanding that, we'll stain this piece, and then we can start putting it together, and we'll have a full completed planter box. Alright, we sanded it down, and now we can start staining it. Today we're going to use our Varathane wood stain, colors dark walnut. We've got some gloves here, old sock, and what we'll do is and a brush. And what we'll do is we'll go through this, stain it. We'll put it in the back of the truck here, let it dry, and then, well, maybe tomorrow we can start putting this back together. So, really, this is the last time you see it apart. Next time will be that final video. Let's get started. Here it is completed. 2 footboards put together. We put the wood in the middle here. All it's left to do is put some dirt in there, put a couple flowers in there, and this piece is going to be pretty amazing. What we're going to do is, in another project, we've got 2 benches that we're going to build. And so what we're going to do is put the French headboards on each side of this, so it'll be a long unit of French style furniture. Same style. So check out that video also. Remember, Blackout Black by Behr Premium Paint, and then dark walnut is the stain we used on it. Let me know what you think.